Right, well, I'm here with my bestie from secondary school, Mark Bevis, who's famous for his micro-mark army lists and has worked on me with World War II rules and such thing. And we've got the first ones off the production press to do final check. So he's never seen it before, so I thought I'd let him open it. Let's see what we got. Nearly in. He's in.
The compost bin.
Cardboard. Boom. Ta-da! First time I've seen it too. At all. That's the battle play extension. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And the beastie
And
itself.
the beast itself. Alrighty.
You do the cellophane on this one.
Now go on. Let's see. Let's just check the box for a minute. Oh, it's looking good. The rear looks really nice. Look. Got a lovely back artwork now. All 3D here. So this is taking a bit of time to sort out all the bits. Let's just quietly do a little slice down here just to get it open. There we go. Another. Oh, you can do the honours. So this is final check to make sure everything is as we want it before we press a 3-week, run everything. So, good, that's the what's in the box and setup sheet. So that tells you how to set the game up, yeah. That's the reference manual, which is looking lovely. That is looking really good, yeah, look at that. Superb, yeah. That's the actual rules. So the rules are quite short actually, they're actually quite concise. The reference manual gives you lots of historical bits and gives you things to refer to with examples if anything doesn't make any sense, but that's the rules all set out. That's looking really good. I'll double check the detail, but looks good. Got the quick reference sheet, so you've got 2 of these fully laminated, so it reminds you very quickly about the troops, and on the other side tells you all the agent actions. So when you're playing the game, the only thing you tend to use is this actually. 2 of those, that's correct. That's our 4 faction boards, showing all the development stuff and the purchase menus. Very good.
Oh.
And then we have the map, which Mark's never seen, so let's have a look.
It's like, this is the bit everybody wants to see, I reckon.
So. Oh, that's come out nice.
Look at that.
Woo! It's beautiful. Finish on it's absolutely stunning. That's lovely, isn't it? That is really lovely. Yeah. All the home territories have come out really nicely now in the colouring. Yeah, I can clearly tell them. That's good. Carthage with the shading. Good. That's been corrected. That's good. The Danube, somebody helped me realise the Danube wasn't quite right. All corrected. A whole load of names have been altered to make them more consistent. So, oh yeah, this is looking good. These have been tidied up. Looks perfect at the first glance. Excellent. Right, tokens. So we altered it so that instead of these gems, we have the little token markers. We'll only take a couple out, but these are the things that sit on the board for ownership of non-home territories. So if Greece has conquered Dyrrachium, it would have that. If the barbarians have moved from Lungudum and captured Massilia, they'd put that there. So those are nice. Really neatly done. All look nicely centered, don't they? And these are unrest markers. Somebody pointed out there's a better version to use, so we've done the better version, so that will be unrest on Rome.
Alright, yeah.
It means there's a bit of rioting going on.
Auxilium pauperibus, something like that.
Oh, we got the coins lovely now. So the last set of coins we had, these were too small,
Yeah.
but now they're in 3 colours. I mean, some of you are getting the metal ones as well, which is just beautiful.
Right.
But there's your coins. There's your 10 gold, 5 gold, 1 gold. Plenty to keep you going. And then we get into the real heavy duty meat. Right, go on Mike, you can open some of these. See what you find in the box.
That's the first thing that jumped out at me.
Right, Carthaginian plain pieces.
Ah, well, I'll pick the right army then.
Yeah, you pick your favourite.
Well, Dacians would be my favourite, but
Oh, we do those
that's a
later.
faction,
Next year you can
yeah,
have those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they've come out good.
the number is embossed and sticks out
Yeah,
on the base. The spears are very thick, which is good.
because they don't break. Yeah, so they won't break. They got a little bit of flex, so they won't break easily. They'll bounce. They'll only break if you try to break them. Do something dramatic. They've thickened up the plume a little bit to make it more solid. Yeah, delighted with those. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, boats.
Yeah, boats. Look at these. That's the Greek. It's like the longest spear.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 5 of those.
A micro galley, I don't know where you
Yeah,
can-
galleys. Yeah, little triremes. All very cool.
Oh, actually, they look really good because
They do.
they're small.
So they scale to
It's the sea area, yeah. So they're quite cool,
I think
aren't they?
that's my favourite plain piece because I really like the figure.
Oh, the gold.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
The Barbarian Tries figure is really good. Yeah.
Gold Goth. Sorry, he's not got whichever.
Very nice. It's more a Germanic shield or a
Yeah,
Gothic
sorry,
Gaelic
yeah.
shield. And the Romans.
Bad guys.
Mark's never been a big fan of Romans. He's a rebel like me. So, if anything, we'll always fight for the opposition of whoever's in charge. It's just the way it works. Yeah. So they've thickened up the base of the plume, which was the vulnerable bit, and thickened up the spears. So these are going to be nicely resilient plain pieces, and they look stunning painted. Actually, we've got some painted ones that I
Yeah.
have done.
So what if they are, there's something one per pack seems to be coming out a bit bent.
Then all you need is some hot water.
So yeah, I was gonna say if
You
it's
put them in hot water and just straighten them, if anything, with this plastic.
Right.
So they should be easy to adjust. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. And then there was the little tiny figures.
Yeah, get those out and I'll tell you what those are. What those are. Those are
Like
agents.
senators.
Yeah, they're agents. So they roam around the board talking to other parties and represent diplomats, assassins, spies, all such things. So it's a bloke holding a scroll.
8 mil.
Something, I think a little bigger than that. I think they're like 12, but you know, they sit nicely so that you can have them distinct. Oh, this is exciting actually after all the hard work. It's really good.
Cool.
Right. Next up, try these. I'll explain what those are as you open those up. This is the standard set that goes out. Not the Game Found one has some models, buildings, but these represent developments. So those circles represent markets. So you put those onto places to
They build a
represent.
market.
Yeah, you build the market and put those out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Escaping.
We've got a rogue market. So the stock market's just done a collapse. There you go.
Yes. Get ready.
Those squares represent walling. So if you build walling, you put one of those in your territory.
So what we do is just,
Yeah, you do it like that.
just do it like that.
Flat, yeah. Because this represents a barracks. And if you put a barracks on inside a walling, it gives you extra benefit. So that's cool. And
Monopoly houses.
yeah, pretty close to, yeah, from the base set. And these are roads. So you put those between regions.
Ah, right, this is the road one.
So the Romans can build their roads all the way across Europe, as they did. Put bridges across rivers and all such things. And then if you really go for it at the end, if you've got everything in a territory, you can build an ancient wonder, which we've used the pyramid for.
Yeah.
So you can it represent the Colosseum, obviously it represent the pyramids themselves, it represent the Parthenon really there. So that's the base set. The actual Game Found special set that a lot of you have got, you'll have seen, I've got little models. for all of these, which is quite spectacular because of the little warding.
Is that the one with the slots inside?
Exactly, where they slot inside and look really cool. Mark knows all about these, but you've got 20 dice, so we don't really need to open them.
Really? 20. And a D12.
2 sets of 10 and a D12 for randomising certain things. So some cards will say kill a random general.
Right.
And they could be up to 12 because it won't be yours, the one of the other 3.
Yeah.
You can use the 1 to 12 to do the randomising. And then we have all the lovely packs. So this is the action card deck. Have a look what's in there.
No fingernails.
Oh, I'm good at that. He says. You know, even I need the craft knife. Where's the craft knife one? Over here.
Ah,
Could you use your slide? Oh, we've got the. Of course, we've got the.
Yeah,
we've got the opening things here. Forgot about that. There we go. Boom. There's one. You have that one. So these are the cards that drive all your agent actions.
They're all, just same on the back.
Same on the back, yeah. So that's the cards. And then you've got 3 things. So you've got the symbol of an agent action you can do in the agent phase, which relates to what was on the QRS sheet. If we find the QRS sheet, under here. One's gone. There we go. So relates to that. So this card is telling you could do Zump, a spy action.
Right.
So you move your agent somewhere and have a look at somebody's army.
That's a forced march one.
And at the bottom you've got different things to do. This forced march means you can do an extra movement in the movement phase.
Right, so it tells you the phase that you can play the card in.
Exactly. And actually this you can always do in the agent phase. So you have 3 choices of every card. You either do this in the agent phase, do that when it says you can do it, or cash it in for that much gold. Right. So they're a triple purpose card.
Oh right, so if you don't feel the value of them,
you can have some money instead and do something with it.
In,
or if you're desperate for cash, which happens at times, that's a trade. Right. That would allow you to do a trade. Go a bit further through the pack, let's go through a few others. That's causing trouble. So you'll notice that
was
matches, exactly, you spotted it, matches the black unrest marker.
Yeah.
So now you get that. So if you cause some trouble in Rome, you send your agents to run and start,
Pauper's Raid Auxiliaries. Pauper's Auxilium.
Yeah. Sort of help the poor.
Yeah.
That's a treaty, so you can go and wave a treaty at somebody and say, shall we be allies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also...
And then the difficult travels, which would slow an opponent's movement down somewhere on land. So surprise them that they just come across some very bad terrain to cross.
Now that one's campaign phase and agent phase.
Agent phase, exactly, so they vary. And you'll note some of them now in the more coloured yellow. And if you skim through, find a red one for me, Mark, you'll find some coloured red. So this is to allow you to choose your level of randomness in the background. So red ones are really hazardous.
Because that's a red dice.
No, it's not a red dice. It's an option of, if you want to play this game very competitively with not as much random stuff in the background, you don't use the reds and the yellows. If you want medium volatility, add the yellows. If you want the full volatility of the game, add the reds. Now, I prefer it with the reds in, but for a competition, if people want to play an event, I'd probably drop it down to yellows. But I'd still keep the yellows in because I like the chaos. Right. So this is a cracking card, but it's really powerful. So it's Pirate Raid, steal gold from a trade action, take half the money from both traders.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna got you in one of the previous.
So you're gonna nick,
battles, didn't they?
Yeah. So you're gonna nick everybody's gold when they try and do a trade.
Yeah.
Which of course happened.
Yeah.
So they're all real things that happened, and then there's plague in there.
That's a different symbol.
That is another level up. So basically, there's 3 levels. So that's basic, causing some trouble, protest. That's causing riots, and that's one beyond. That's actually a rebel uprising.
Right.
So that's the most extreme version, which would cause something somebody's conquered. So if the Greeks had conquered Dyrrachium and Rome claimed it here, the Greeks would get booted out to Dyrrachium and have to reconquer it.
So it applies that, but also does...
And there's an alternative. You have to choose one of the 3.
Right, so each card can have a very lethal option, or just you get some nice things.
Exactly. So you can have a fair old mix. So it's 55 of those.
Buy a troop card from an Asian pack and get 2 identical ones free.
Yeah, so that's a really powerful one. If you've got mercenary stuff, you get 3 for 1 when you buy some army troops.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then there's hands.
That's a bribe.
Right.
So that would like to bribe an opposing army or bribe an opposing city to let you in and open the gates.
Yeah.
Costs a fair bit of money, doesn't necessarily work. That's sabotage. That gives you a chance of burning down somebody's market or barracks. That's assassination. You can guess that one, yeah. That lets you try to kill an opposing general or an opposing agent, yeah. And we use the red dice for all of those for results.
Right.
And that is a money heist. That's stealing from people's treasury, trying to steal the gold from their treasury. So you have to go to their capital city and use your agent, play the card. And if you do that, you have to roll a red. And if you roll the skull, you're successful. If you roll the X, your agent gets killed. And if you're S, you're unsuccessful, but your agent at least survives.
Right.
So on average, you die or fail, but the payback, if it works, can be quite big.
Yeah. Oh, the other one is expert evasion. Army automatically avoids battle once.
Yeah.
So that's probably quite a powerful thing to keep in hand.
Because if you have that and a big Greek army comes at your Romans and you're quite weak, you get a dice roll to try and dodge them. But it could be difficult. Then you play that to automatically fall back somewhere and go over the river and save yourself.
Yeah. Cool. Et tu brute,
Yeah, that's a horrible one. That's the
leader assassinated.
Yes. Play that on somebody and their leader dice. Yeah.
Expert assassins have 1 gold per star of general. All the red die with an S, also a success.
Yeah, so you get more chance of killing them, but it costs you money to do it.
Yeah.
So there's always quid pro quos and paybacks. So since you like Dacians, have a skim through there because that's the mercenary pack. That provides the small quantity of troops.
That's the M.
Yeah, small quantity of troops for everywhere where there's an M on the board here.
Right.
There's a small faction of troops that if you control it, you can recruit from.
So you've got Balearic slingers.
Yeah, so they're
Cretan
here.
archers.
Cretan archers are here. Yeah.
Yeah. And Hispanic Scutari.
They're here, so that's the Spain.
And veteran 1.
Yeah.
Only 1
And
up.
some cavalry probably as well.
So let's look at the. So you keep the picture
Yeah, keep the picture and change the dice.
and change the
That's it, change the image.
Hispanic cavalry and then the veteran version.
Yeah, so the Hispanic one's reasonably big. Yeah.
Egyptian archers. Oh, shed loads of
Go
them.
down there. Yeah.
And 1 veteran.
Yeah.
Sicilian horse archers.
And unsurprisingly, you're up here.
Yeah. So.
Bunch of
4 of
those.
them and Sarmatian lancers.
Yeah. Pretty nasty. Look at the veteran one for a dice. It's horrible.
So it's on a red dice, is that white in rough?
That's white in rough in terrain, yeah, exactly. So you've intuitively got it, and these are things they automatically kill on a skull. So on a skull dice, they wipe most things out.
Foot cavalry and a wagon transport, that's that circle thing.
That's a chariot. So the only thing they don't ride down in good going are elephants.
Right.
So there's a good chance of riding things down.
Yeah.
They go there, further. These, yeah.
Thracian Romphia men.
Yeah, they're pretty wicked there. We have to make a bit of room there. They're
there. So they've got skull kills foot, shielded infantry, is that? Heavy infantry with a shield?
They skulls, that's a subset. So the shield is they destroy close order, flexible and loose order. They don't kill skirmishers.
Right.
That means they don't kill a skirmisher up against. They will run like hell from those things.
Yeah.
Vicious as well.
So yellow in open, green, red in rough.
Yeah.
I'll have some of them, please.
And the other twist is, if you try and conquer a mercenary region, you do it by having the dice rolled against you. So you've got to have those against you before you conquer it. So the Thracians and the Dacians are the 2 hardest to control.
Right.
They are notorious for making.
So that's their sort of home defence.
That's their home defence. Yeah. So when you attack them, your army's going to take those. You could lose 3 cards trying to conquer it. And therefore have your army disintegrate. I've seen it happen twice, that the army's just disintegrated trying to take Dacia or Thracia.
So you've got Thracian cavalrymen, which is somewhere in Greece.
Go with them. There's more of those because they're a mixed force.
Dacian Falksmen,
they're
200
nasty.
choppers.
They're here and there. They're marvellously titled. It took me ages to work out to say it. See if I can do it. Sami Zegetusta. No, I can't. I've got it wrong again. Sami Zegetusa. Sami Zegetusa. It's a hell of a mouthful.
Yeah. Dacian village.
Dacian city would have been a much easier title for their capital.
So there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
And a veteran 1.
Yeah. So that's a decent faction. So most of these factions are 5 cards with 1 veteran, 4 others. A couple of big ones.
Rhodian slingers.
So Rose is down here.
Yeah. And then Numidian javelin men.
And that's a big faction down here.
A couple of them. Oh, Numidian elephants.
Yeah.
I don't know whether.
Yeah, great source.
Exactly.
The original source of Carthaginian elephants, yeah.
Numidian light cavalry. I should imagine there's a lot of them.
There are.
Yeah, 4 of them.
Yeah.
And
So that's a big faction.
Yeah, and then the veteran one, there's 2.
2 veteran ones, they're
Wow,
really
this is-
dangerous. Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing? War dogs.
Yeah, so now there's a little bit of fantasy from Gladiator built in. So you can recruit a war dog which can add a dice to a cavalry charge. You can have to play it with a cavalry or a chariot to run along with them.
Right.
2 of those that you can try and recruit.
The famous burning pigs.
The famous flaming incendiary pigs, yeah, that cause
So
chaos.
it was only in one ever battle, wasn't it?
It was one battle, and then it was
then
Spartacus. Yes, exactly. So put a bit of Hollywood in at the end at the request of people. So that's your mercenary pack. So you can see you've got all these mercenary packs to play with in the game. If you conquer them, you can recruit from them, add them into your army.
Yeah.
But of course, mercenaries can be a bit less reliable.
Yes.
People use rebel uprisings to make them rebel. So you
Right.
have to reconquer them. So that makes it a bit hard work. And there are a few cards in the action pack that means if somebody's got a mercenary card, it will either not fight or even swap sides.
Yeah. Right. So but so it's just
But
the
in-
chance of that is not too high.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's only 2, I think there's 2 cards that can affect it, so people have to be saving those to do it. So it won't be too easy. And some nations are very good at hiring mercenaries, so the Carthaginians are particularly
Yeah.
good at mercenaries.
Reading
Because
that
they
book
were-
on the Sicilian campaign, it was nearly all
Yeah.
mercenaries, even
Yeah.
Greek cities.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
Sicilian Greek city states.
So that's the Navy pack and the initiative cards. I have to say, so far this looks stunning. Everything I've asked them to do, they've done. I'll have to check it really thoroughly, but it looks spot on.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, I can't even find these. There should be a little pull.
It's the tag at the end here. You've got on this side,
Uh,
but you've got to get hold of it first. So they all sit out from one edge. So if you do that, you can do it quite easily. So most of those are exactly the same because it's a shared navy pack,
yeah.
and then the dice you roll just gets better depending on how developed your navy is.
Right. So yeah. So it's a standard.
So it looks beautiful.
It looks very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and it's got it
Lovely piece of
duplicated
art.
on the back. Yeah.
So you can see it's the navy pack with its face down.
Yeah.
And if you go to the back end of that, it's not a full 55, you'll find 12 initiative cards, which are used to deal out to decide who goes first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yeah.
And they're actually 12 because it'll allow you to play with all the additional factions one day if you really are mad enough to try. So, solo gamers only, probably in 3 months required to slowly work your way through that, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's
Probably what you do. I'll do
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Let's do the main faction packs. So let's start with the Romans. So there's the Roman pack.
So, Republican Legionnaires.
So you can see from those, really good in the open, not
Yeah.
good at all in terrain. Kill things automatically in the
So
open.
there's like yellow on impact and white on
No,
second round.
there's only one go. It's yellow and white against whatever you face combined.
Oh, it's 2 dice.
2 dice, so they're
Right.
really potent. So
Yeah.
they're unlikely not to get at least a wound, a half kill.
Yeah.
And S's automatically kill all of those as well.
In
The
addition. Right.
Yeah, in addition. So it's brutal. The fights are deliberately brutal because what we do is we overkill and then add back casualties to the winning army.
Right. So there's loads of them.
Yeah, which they had loads of them.
Yes.
There's 16 I think. And some veteran ones that get even better.
Yeah.
I know, so you get your veteran ones by winning battles.
Yeah.
It's battle experience that makes them go up.
And then we've got Italian infantry,
Italian
which is
infantry.
generic.
Yeah, which was their lighter troops of their allied legions.
Right.
So pre-Roman auxilia, the predecessor of it,
Right.
before the Marian reforms.
And veteran light
Yeah,
infantry.
a few
A couple
veterans
of upgrades.
Yeah, a couple of those.
Allied cavalry.
Yeah,
Right,
so early on the Romans didn't really have their own legionary cavalry, they relied on Gallics and
Yeah.
Gallic types
But
mainly.
they dressed them in.
Dressed in Roman
Roman
Italians,
uniform,
but they were
yeah.
actually from the provinces.
Yeah. And then there's
They
one
have-
veteran.
They had pretty
as well.
poor horse stock as well.
Yeah. Velites.
Famous Velites, as they
So
say.
again,
Right?
1 dice in the open, but 2
Two
in
whites
in
in
rough.
terrain, so if they fight anything in rough, they're really dangerous.
Yeah.
And they probably ought to kill other skirmishers at the bottom. They do,
With the
yeah.
skull, yeah.
Yeah, so that means an S turns into a skull against a skirmisher. So if they fight other skirmishers alone, they'll tend to wipe them out.
Yeah.
Not that mine did yesterday in our actual
No, no.
And the Midians killed them all. But there we go. Shams.
Right, the infamous artillery, Scorpios.
Scorpios, yeah.
Which every legion had a battery of, did it?
Eventually, yeah. Caesar actually used them to target gallant generals. They were that accurate with the good ones.
Right.
Yeah. Concentrated fire
Right.
generals.
Oh, right, generals. Right, so you got a set of mediocre generals.
Yeah, so should be 4 of those. Should be three competent ones.
3 competent.
And then
Scipio.
And then 2 talented, which are named.
Right.
And a legendary. Yeah.
Right, and Caesar himself.
Caesar himself, and then you get special characteristics cut in. So he's got diplomacy expert. So just to tell you what that means, diplomacy expert means he can re-roll any of his agent rolls that are nearby in a certain distance. Battlefield expert means you can alter the terrain up and down by 1. The level of terrain, so he can choose the thing. And never give up means he can keep the army fighting even when it's down to his last final troops.
Yeah, and Scipio as mercenary expert.
Yeah, so he's particularly good at recruiting and using
And
mercenaries.
Marcus Licinius Crassus,
Yeah,
a morale booster.
that can take a wound off somewhere during a fight to make the army last longer. Yeah.
So the individual generals have.
The top 3 have individual characteristics. So there's a Roman pack. We won't go through all the others because they're all the same. They're generically similar, but looking stunning. So we have a pack for each of the main forces. So we've got the Carthaginian one there. Actually, I love the Carthaginian one because Mark likes Carthaginians like me.
And then there's presumably Hoplites is a Greek one.
That's the Greek one, the Greek Greco-Macedonian one, and that's the
Barbarian
Barbarian
part.
part.
The Barbarian part, that's the other
Yeah.
one I'd be interested
So
in.
there's your-
So each one's identified on the back
By the
by a
symbols.
different
Exactly.
symbol. Yeah.
And you'll like some of these with the Carthaginians because you get some really nice cavalry. And if you can get yourself a veteran war elephant, that's a pretty cool card.
Yes. This is just one of them, presumably.
There is just one,
Yeah.
But there are 3 elephant cards, so you could eventually have, in an army, you could have 2 elephant and 1 veteran elephant out of it, effectively, or 6 core cards. So it could be a whopper. And then that's the second Roman pack because the Romans have a development of going through the Marian reforms, which reformed legions.
Right.
Change them into the more towards the type of legions that most people recognise with the rectangular
Right.
scutum.
So that's the Marian Roman,
Yeah,
and that's the Republican Roman.
Exactly,
isn't that right?
exactly.
'Cause I don't know the difference.
exactly.
Romans are Romans.
So this is
right,
pre-reform, and that's post-reform. And the post-reforms had more flexibility in their organisation and way of
So
working.
they got the
Lorica segmentata
Lorica
armour.
Yeah, whereas that's
So-
just chainmail. Yeah.
So that's not Marian. Marian would be a little bit
Oh, sorry.
look more like this, but we've deliberately gone to the slightly later imperial one to make them
Sorry,
stand out more.
Right.
So that's more around 50 AD onwards.
Right.
100 AD classic legionary. It's actually the sort of Dacian Wars and Thracian Wars one. Trajan in the Thracian Wars, you might remember having seen the ones that had the armour plating down the arms.
Oh, they had the extra armour
Yeah,
because of this. You chopped their arms
because
off.
the rough, a lot of one-armed legionaries came back for us. Yeah, so they decided to do that.
The hole in their arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's loads of them,
Yeah.
and then presumably the rest just sort of match.
Yeah, and then if you go to the very end, you'll see the stronger artillery.
Onagers, right.
Yeah, so you're starting to fire some potent stuff around.
And ballistas.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got the bigger ones and the Scorpios there.
Yeah.
All very useful in sieges, trying to knock out taken out.
So how, in the games you've played, how often do sieges take place? Or they felt, I mean, in real life they were quite common.
No, they're common. They're common. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
you often sit outside something and let it deplete a bit,
Yeah.
and then you finally try and assault it with the right level of troops.
Yeah, so Legion cavalry.
We've had one person storm Rome. It was impressive. It's really hard to do. It's a nightmare to take Rome.
Right.
But they managed to take Rome. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Auxiliaries.
That's it.
Oh, Praetorian Guard.
Yeah, you get all the later stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the make shield.
Yeah, that's it, the purple make shield, exactly. Well, I'm going to close it at that, but actually I'm a bit stunned by how good it is. It really looks amazing. And I haven't seen anything that's not been done and not come through the system. I'll check it thoroughly, but that looks majestic, so I'm pretty sure early next week when somebody else has checked it and another person has checked it, we'll be pressing the print 7000 button, which then just takes a few weeks. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy that. We're going to do another one now with Battle Play, because I've never seen it yet.